More members of the community are coming together in response to our story yesterday about a dog being allegedly thrown out of a moving vehicle in Corpus Christi. The dog later dying from its injuries. Now rescue organizations and locals are taking to Facebook to raise reward money for any information that will lead to an arrest.
Poor dog that lost her life yesterday, then we're willing to pay anything that needs to be paid to bring that person to justice.
Connie Bowen is a part of a local rescue organization and says if anyone knows any information about the owners of the dog and wishes to remain anonymous, you can also message her via Facebook and she will forward that to the right person.